Resentment in your marriage after kids doesn't come from one big moment. It comes from the things you stopped saying and the things your partner never knew. And if you're waiting for it to go away on its own, it won't. It builds, and quietly over time, until one day you don't just feel frustrated, you feel disconnected. Hi, I'm Catherine O'Brien. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist in Sacramento, California, and I work with couples every day who love each other, but they often feel like they've lost each other somewhere along the way after becoming parents. Because here's what happens after we have kids. Your life doesn't just get busier, your entire relationship dynamics changes. There's more responsibility, more pressure, less sleep, less time to talk, less time to connect. And what most couples don't realize is that this is a stage where resentment quietly starts to build. Not because you don't care about each other, but because you're trying to function as a team without actually recalibrating how you work as a team. And here's why this matters. If resentment doesn't get addressed early, it doesn't just sit there. It hardens and it turns into patterns. And instead of feeling like partners, you start to feel alone, even in the same house. And that's a part that scares couples, because now it's not just about being tired or overwhelmed. It starts to feel like something is wrong with the relationship itself. So let me give you a real example of how this plays out. I was working with a couple who kept getting into these small, repetitive arguments at the end of the day. You know what I'm talking about. And nothing major on the surface, but they were both frustrated all of the time. One partner was home in the evenings, managing the kids, trying to get the dinner ready, juggling everything. And the other partner would come home from work, walk in, take a look around, then go into the bedroom or the bathroom or even outside. And what the first partner was thinking was, are you kidding me? You can see I'm overwhelmed. Why would you not step in and help me? But what we uncovered in session was that the other partner was thinking, oh, they've got it handled. I don't want to mess up their system. I'll just stay out of the way. And no one said anything, neither one of them. But both people walked away from that moment with a completely different emotional experience. One felt abandoned, and the other felt like they hadn't done anything wrong. And here's a part I really want you to hear. That moment doesn't just happen once, it happens again and again the next day and the next. And each time this story, each partner is telling themselves about the other, gets a little more solid. They don't show up for me. I can't do anything right. They should just know what I need. Why do I even have to ask? And this is how resentment builds. Not from one big rupture, but from repeated misrepresentations that never get repaired. So if that's how resentment builds, the question becomes, what do we do about it before it turns into that wall between the two of you? And we know from decades of research, including the work of John Gottman, that it's not conflict that damages relationships. It's disconnection that doesn't get repaired. Things like snapping at each other, sarcasm, eye-rolling, withdrawing instead of talking. These are often signs that resentment is already there. And what makes this even harder is that most of what's driving resentment never actually gets said out loud. It sounds more like, why do I have to ask for help? Or, I feel like I'm doing this alone. Or even, I'm exhausted and you still need something from me. Or even, I can't win with you. Or even, I miss us, but I don't even know how to get back there. That's the emotional layer underneath what looks like small arguments. So let's talk about what actually helps. Not perfectly and not overnight, but in a way that starts to shift the pattern. Number one, name resentment earlier than feels comfortable. Most couples wait too long. They wait until it comes out sideways in frustration or anger. Instead, I want you to practice saying something like, I think I'm starting to feel some resentment. And I don't want that to build. That one sentence can change the direction of a conversation. Number 2, stop expecting mind reading. This is one of the biggest traps. You see something as obvious, your partner genuinely does not see it in the same way, and that doesn't mean they don't care. It means you're operating from 2 different perspectives. And number 3, make the invisible visible. I'm talking about the mental load. This is where so much resentment lives. The planning, the anticipating, the emotional labor. Instead of saying, I need more help, you need to define what shared responsibility actually looks like, because vague requests lead to repeated disappointment. And number 4, repair faster. Not perfectly. You're going to miss each other. That's part of being human. But the longer a moment goes unaddressed, the heavier it gets. Repair can be simple. Hey, I think we missed each other earlier. Can we reset? And number 5, rebuild connection in small ways. Not big gestures, not perfect date nights, small things. Eye contact, appreciation, a quick check-in. Those are the moments that rebuild safety over time. Resentment doesn't mean your relationship is broken, but it does mean something important is being missed. Something isn't being said, something isn't being seen, something isn't being supported. And when you start addressing it earlier, you're not just preventing disconnection, you're actually rebuilding the kind of partnership you both want to feel. If this is resonating with you, I want you to watch the next video on the mental load in relationships, because this is the biggest place resentment builds after kids. In that video, I break down exactly why one partner often feels overwhelmed and how to start shifting that dynamic in a way that actually works. So be gentle with yourself and with each other, and I'll see you next time.